Hello and welcome to our July Headlights on Demand. Couple of reminders, as always, we do want to get as many of our agents involved with Legacy List as possible for the branding, for all of the excitement that you can build with your customers and potential customers. So if you talk to your customers about Legacy List, about the possibility of them being featured on Legacy List, you can get a free Legacy List decal for any of your trucks. So all they have to do is go to mylegacylist.com and click on Be on the Show. They'll fill in the form, and then as long as they put either Wheaton or Bekins or your agency's name in that form, we will know to send you the decal. If they don't write it in there, all you have to do is to follow up with us later and let us know they did. One of the ways that we're always trying to produce information for our agents and make sure that you have the most updated communications is through our Headlights app. If you have not yet downloaded the app or created a profile on the app, the link to do so is right there on the screen, app.wvlcorp.com/comms. You'll want to type in your name, your email address, and select which topics make sense for you. So if you're a Wheaton agent, you want to click on Wheaton. If you are on the West Coast, you want to click on the Western region. We'd also love to hear from you. So the other end of that communications is when you can give us feedback on what's going on with you, what's going on in your area, what you're seeing, what has happened as a result of maybe changing policies, things like that. So you can always call in to our voicemail only line that we call the feedback lane, 317-558-0801. That is a voicemail only line, so you won't have to make small talk before you leave your message. And then we also love to have you communicate with other agents. We know that if you're in opposite corners of the country, that's not easy to do. Although we do have an opportunity coming up for you with conference this fall where you can do that. But you can also network virtually online. All you need to do for that is to film yourself on your phone or your tablet, talking a little bit about yourself, about your agency, what you are particularly good at, what you could teach other agents, and then you just email it to wheatonmarketing@wvlcorp.com or text it to me. That's my cell number right there. As always, we want to make sure that we pay lots of tribute to our drivers. After a really long summer that's really not over at this point, we have to make sure that we recognize those people that are spending all of their time on the road. Making sure that they're looking out for the safety of everybody on the road, making sure that they are treating our customers well so that they refer us again. And the drivers who have done that really, really well for June are Marco Labasco and Jefferson Rodriguez for Bekins. So thank you guys, that's amazing. And Robert Kukrecht and Wade Marks Jr. for Wheaton. Thank you so much. If you see any of these people in your shop, please pull them aside, give them a high five or a fist bump, maybe a extra couple of bottled waters or coffee. We also want to make sure that we acknowledge and thank and congratulate our agents of the month. So for June, that's Transtar Moving Systems up in New Jersey and Preferred Movers of Tennessee down in Tennessee. So thanks so much for all of the work that you do. Your team has done an amazing job for all of your customers and keeping the brands high and in priority for our customers' minds. Thank you for that. All right, so this month's topic is going to be why you should sign up for conference. But rather than me just talking at you and telling you that, we're going to let some other agents tell you why they think you should sign up for conference.
Hello, my name is Carrie Levy. I'm with Exodus Moving and Storage in Colorado. We are a Wheaton agent. And the partnership conference is worth everything to go to. We really enjoyed not only the networking, but the great education, learning, the breakout sessions were wonderful. There was a lot of effort put into getting the right people in the right room together. We had fun with networking and meeting people that are agents like us and owners and who understood exactly what we were going through and what we could go through together and how to do better. It was a fantastic experience. Plus, there was all the after hours and having fun in Nashville, and let us hope, I don't even know just as fun as that. So please come. I'm looking forward to meeting you.
Just to meet new people, find out what's going on in the van line, and see if there's things we can learn to help us with our business.
Been to 3 or 4, maybe 5, 6 over the years. Back with Wheaton, and then keep coming back just to learn some new things, meet a few people all the time, get away.
Aside from the workshops and the great stuff that you guys offer, my favorite part is meeting the other agents and asking what they're doing, what they're up to, and because especially if we need origin services or packing anything like that, it's good to know the agent personally.
To come to these for the last 2 years because we were new agents, and it gave us the opportunity to meet the other agents and the corporate staff and some of the drivers and build relationships.
We didn't expect what a neat place that was. We went to the Grand Ole Opry. We got there a couple days early. We walked down the downtown area, had some good food. The atmosphere was pretty exciting, and we kind of learned something that we never expected to see. It was a lot of fun.
For the networking, the camaraderie, to understand everybody's in this together.
I love coming to the events. I think they're empowering. I believe that I learn a lot by the time I leave. Sales and marketing is one of my favorite topics. Obviously, the compliance issues are always changing, so it's good to be up to speed on what we're supposed to be doing as an agent for Bekins.
I would definitely say the conference in Nashville was a lot of fun. That was my first actual Wheaton event because we used to be with Stevens, so it was good to meet. I already knew some of the Stevens agents that transferred over, but it was good to meet everyone. I think that's really when I started going to all these things was the conference. So especially if you're thinking about going to Orlando, I would suggest it this year because the partnership conference is a lot of fun.
And there you have it. So lots of reasons to come to conference, and here are a couple of more. One is that our own Kevin Miller has been able to pull some strings with some contacts that he brought with him to the van line and has been able to talk Home Safe Alliance into sending some representatives. So they will be part of our exhibit hall. They will be able to give you information that you need as all of the military methods are changing later this year. You'll also be able to hear from Eric Chester. So an agent from Colorado, Melissa Benedict, brought Eric Chester's name to my attention, and the more that I studied up on him, the more that I thought he was just a perfect fit for our audience. So Eric Chester speaks and writes for small business owners who are very dependent on their teams, just like we are. Talks about how to recruit those people, where they are, where you can find them, and then also how you keep them engaged and involved so that they stay with you and continue helping your business grow. I think the video really covered most of this networking with other agents, but some of the ways that you'll be able to do that this October in Orlando is through several cocktail receptions that we'll have. We'll have one the opening night, so Wednesday from 5 to 9. That is a good long time where you can talk with agents, you can enjoy lots of the hors d'oeuvres and the open bar, which is always a good thing to have. So that is Wednesday night, and then Thursday night we have a shorter, a 5 to 7 o'clock reception, and we're actually going to have a live band for that one too, so that'll be a good time. And it's going to be outside by the pool, weather permitting, so it'll give us a good taste of Florida. We're also going to do some speed networking. We did that a couple of times ago in Miami, and everybody really enjoyed that. So that will be following our keynote from Eric Chester, and so it'll be a good time to discuss some of the things that he talked about. You can share what you do and what has worked for you, and you can hear from other agents and also talk about how you're going to put some of the methods that Eric talks about into place once you get home from Florida. We'll also have a really fun group trivia night, so that's going to be a great time. And then, of course, to wrap up the entire event, we will have our truck pull fundraiser. We did that in Nashville in 2021 with conference, and everyone enjoyed it. It was a great event. We had wonderful weather for it. We're crossing our fingers that we will again here. This time it's going to be held at Give Kids the World. So if you see that last bullet point there, you're going to be able to take tours of Give Kids the World. We're going to bus everybody over there for the truck pull. So you're going to be able to hop on a golf cart and take a tour around and hear some of the stories and actually meet some of the families that are there that our support is helping. You can see the list of people who are registered so far, and hopefully your name will be added to that list here pretty soon. Let me know if you have any questions about conference. The schedule is on wheatonbekins.com. I've just recently added the topic titles, so that you'll be able to see those. And more information coming on that, but keep an eye out in your email for all of the updates coming about conference. I really, really would love to have agents from every agency join us, because as a network, we are stronger when we work together, and when we have a chance to know each other and get to know each other in person. That's where we're going to build those strong relationships and make us even stronger of a van line. So that is my whole pitch for coming to Florida and spending a couple days with us. Upcoming events, we do have Driver Appreciation Week coming up at the beginning of September. Clearly start thinking now about how you're going to recognize your drivers. I was speaking with a marketer this week, actually, who said that he runs a lot of recruitment ads for drivers for some of our agents and some independent agents. And he said that July has been, he's been getting a whole bunch of leads from drivers looking for a new place to go. And so that can mean, of course, that maybe they didn't get as many loads as they were looking for, and they're trying to see what else is out there. So anyway, start now, making sure that your drivers know that they are appreciated, and have that reach its crescendo there September 10th through 16th once that Driver Appreciation Week hits. September 11th, so during that week, is the hotel deadline for the partnership conference. So you can go to wheatonbekins.com/hotel-reservations. That's where you're going to get to the portal to reserve your room. And then any changes that you need to make to your room, that's going to go through that portal. So you don't need to come through me. And then the partnership conference that we've been talking about for the last 15 minutes or so, October 4th through 6th, that is a Wednesday through a Friday. Registration is open. Again, you can see everybody who's going so far. One thing I didn't mention is, because we are so close to Give Kids the World, of course, since we're going to be busing everybody there, if you go earlier than Wednesday when it starts, or stay later than Friday night, you are welcome and encouraged to volunteer at Give Kids the World at any of the other shifts. So I believe that Keaton's Corral is on Sundays and Tuesdays. It was the last time I was down there. And so if you're there on a Sunday or a Tuesday and you'd love to, help out, all you got to do is kind of walk beside the horse, make sure the child stays on there safely, or hand out bandanas, or make sure people have signed the waivers. All of that. Give Kids the World needs volunteers every day for different shifts. Some of the other shifts that I have done include working in Cafe Clayton. I have worked the salad bar, and I have also just cleaned tables. All of it's fun because you get to talk to the families. And again, all of the families, everybody at Give Kids the World appreciates every little bit that we can do for them. So again, if you have any questions about conference, reach out to me, Jamie Shook. I'm the Director of Marketing Communications. Probably should have introed myself at the beginning, but that's how it goes. My phone number is 317-518-1059. And you can reach out to me via email as well, Jamie, JAYMIE _Shook, SHOOK, @WVLcorp.com. I look forward to hearing from you and also seeing you in Florida in October.